What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Call of Duty Black Ops 4 on BlackTideTV. And in the video today, don't be fooled by the gameplay. This is just that weird thing that Call of Duty Black Ops 4 does when you join a game in progress. And this was a glaring issue as far as I'm concerned as far back as the beta stages of this game. Though I don't think enough players voiced their concerns over this small issue, thus it has not yet been fixed. But when you join a game in progress in Call of Duty Black Ops 4, you sometimes can't choose your specialist or your creative class. Sometimes you can, and that's totally cool, and then other times it auto-drafts your specialist and your creative class pick to whichever creative class slot you were working on last. So for example, I was editing my sniper rifle class before this video, but I was intending to use the Rampart for the gameplay. But instead, because I joined a game in progress, I was given my sniper rifle and auto-drafted to a specialist that I did not want. Before the gameplay clip began that you were seeing, I had to switch my specialist, and yet I still couldn't switch my class. I had to play through a full life and kind of offset the tone of my entire gameplay by using that sniper rifle. So it's just a really minor issue, but it's something that could be fixed relatively easy in a hotfix. Let us choose our specialist, let us choose our creative class, regardless of if it's a game in progress or not. And honestly, in my opinion, there shouldn't be a game in progress join anymore, or at least there should be an option. I've been waiting for an option, asking for an option, begging for an option in Call of Duty games to disable joining games in progress for years. Literal years I've been asking to have an option to toggle off join games in progress. I want to join fresh games every single time, regardless of if games in progress don't count towards your win-loss ratio. If I'm joining in a game in progress, that's going to drop my KD, because 9 times out of 10, especially in Call of Duty Black Ops 4, if you are joining a game in progress, the other team is going ham. They are destroying everything. They've got streaks in the sky. They've got full total control of the map. It's impossible to play in a game in progress in a team-based game such as this. So I would love to see an option to disable joining games in progress, and at the very least, let me pick the proper class when I do. Small tangent aside, in the video today, the Rampart 17 Assault Rifle, best assault rifle, primary, and dare I say, overall weapon in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Now before we get carried away with this civilized discussion in the comment section, let's establish some ground rules. So it's no secret that pretty much every Call of Duty game from the beginning of time, they've relied primarily on assault rifles and submachine guns for their most powerful and thus popular weapons. And most of those Call of Duty games can be categorized based on which weapons were more popular, submachine guns or assault rifles. So is Call of Duty Black Ops 4 primarily an assault rifle or submachine gun centric Call of Duty game? A number of factors are at play here, from map size and scale to creative class and perks specifically, and the weapons themselves and which attachments are available on those weapons, as well as time to kill and how gunfights play out in game. In Call of Duty Black Ops 4, I would personally argue that the assault rifles are the dominant class of weapons. The submachine guns are great and they work in specialized scenarios. The MX-9 SMG was undoubtedly the best weapon in the beta, but has since found new life as the OK SMG. Think of it as the MP5 of Call of Duty Black Ops 4. It's not the best, it's not the worst, it's somewhere in the middle. The GKS is admittedly an incredibly powerful weapon when used in the proper capacity. Unfortunately, that proper capacity requires a lot of attachments and attachment slots. There's a link in the description to that video. With the exception of maybe the combat knife, the Spitfire is realistically unrivaled in its effective range of extremely close quarters. Immediately outside of that range, however, the Spitfire requires far too much skill and is still statistically unmatched against other SMGs and assault rifles. The Cordite is incredibly effective as a support suppressive SMG. It holds a lot of ammo, it doesn't deal a lot of damage, but you can hold a zone, keep enemies in or out of a room while your teammates dispatch them. It's a great weapon when you're not going mano a mano with some of these other SMGs or assault rifles. The SOG 9mm is very nearly an exception to the rule. A fan favorite despite unlocking late in public match, though that is no concern to the pros or competitive players. This weapon is very well balanced, it's very easy to use, it really fits the bill well as an SMG. Though as an SMG, at longer ranges, this one will drop off to a 5-6 shot kill situation where assault rifles will still be doling out a 3 to 4 shot kill. Assault rifles just take the cake in this game. They're really competitive in close and long range gunfights, and the maps are just so well laid out for them. I think in terms of assault rifles, we can scratch off the KN57 and Maddox RFB instantaneously. Unless you guys have a strong argument for those weapons, we can all agree they aren't anywhere in comparison to the ICR, Rampart, or Vapor XKG. I'll admit, I am a fan of the Vapor. I was using it just before my first Prestige and Fresh Start, and I was enjoying every minute of it, though I can't say for certain if it is a competitive weapon, though there is something to be said about its SMG AR hybrid-like qualities, that it can be used at close and long range really well, really effectively. It's kind of the greatest all-around assault rifle you could ever ask for. The ICR-7 and Rampart, on the other hand, are the two top dogs. In the beta after the MX-9 nerf, the Rampart really saw its day, but now it looks like the ICR is coming back for round 2. The ICR-7 is incredibly easy to use. We're talking one of the easiest, just most fluid guns that have ever been in the Call of Duty franchise, and with certain attachments that you'll have to tune into a future video to learn about, the ICR can literally fire every single bullet into the same hole. A monkey could use this gun and go off. The Rampart, on the other hand, my personal favorite and my personal pick for the best gun in Call of Duty Black Ops 4, requires a little more skill to use. But I'll tell you why I think it's the best and why I think pros will gravitate towards the Rampart over the ICR. The ICR is a 4-shot kill. Simply put, the Rampart, on the other hand, is a 3-shot headshot and comes with 2 special attachments, High Caliber and High Caliber 2. High Caliber will basically extend the range of your 3-shot headshot, but High Caliber 2 will basically act like stopping power, increasing damage to the chest, making it the only 3-shot kill assault rifle in the game. And at a considerable distance too. This thing will drop you at a really good distance in 3 shots. Stack that with FMJ so that you're deleting people's armor, and this thing is just unrivaled. Compare this weapon to previous competitive Call of Duty favorites and you would be surprised. The FG42 from Call of Duty World War II. The Man-O-War from Call of Duty Black Ops 3. This is that slower firing, high damage, deliberate assault rifle that trades risk for reward and heavily favors an experienced player that can manage the unruly recoil. In the proper hands, the Rampart 17 is one of the fastest time to kill weapons in Black Ops 4. Not to mention its potential as a defensive anchor playstyle weapon. If you think that in competitive modes, you've got your SOG 9mm as your primary rushing assault weapon, and you can fall back on your Rampart 17 for your anchors and for your defensive plays in search and destroy and control, if that's a competitive game mode this year. I hope that it is. But Rampart 17 is similar to the FG42 and that the SOG is similar to the PPSH, and those are your competitive weapons for this year. The ICR, in my opinion, is the working man's assault rifle. The Rampart, on the other hand, is professional grade. Change my opinion in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your arguments. Hit the like button if you enjoyed today's video, and don't forget to subscribe for more Call of Duty Black Ops 4.